again. I'm filming this video right after I finish filming my second unboxing because I'm gonna do this thing I made up called a status update. So this is my week 1 status update. Okay, so I don't know if anybody's ever done anything like this before. If they have, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to steal your ideas. I just thought it'd be a really cool idea if I did it. So I made up a thing called a status update, and in the status update, I'm going to post one each week, and I'm going to talk about any books I finished in the past week, what I'm currently reading, and any books I've gotten in the last week, and what I'm going to read next. So without further ado, let's start with the books I've read this past week. I've actually read a total of 4 books in the past, 2 days. I'm not joking, but that's in the status update. I've read these 4 books. Okay, so the first book I finished was Anna and the French Kiss. I'm not going to talk about this book because I made a review. I will link that in the description. So if you want to know more about this book, check out that review. I'm just going to say one thing. It was amazing. The next book I read was Looking for Alaska. I read this book in 1 day. I read it directly after, no, not directly. I read it that night after I finished Anna and the French Kiss. I read it, and then the next day I read the rest of it. I think I was only on page 60 something the first night, so I read that much. I'm not going to talk about this book because I'm going to make a review. So if you want to know about it, check out that review, which may not be posted after the review may or may not be posted when I put this video up. If it is, I'll link it. If not, I'll link it later on. But yeah. And finally, the same night I finished Looking for Alaska, I read 2 other books, The 7th and 8th Maximum Rides. Okay, these took me an hour to read, together, so they're not really that much, but I had to reread this one so I could read this one, because I forgot what happened in this one, kind of, and this was just amazing, and I cannot wait for the 9th one, but who the heck knows when that's coming out. So I read these 4 books in the past 2 days, which is really good for me, because I don't think I've ever read 4 books in 2 days before. Okay, so on Instagram, I'm taking part in a readathon called the 5 Books 7 Days Readathon. The point of it is you're supposed to read 5 books in 7 days in order to shorten your TBR list. So these are the 5 books I chose. I read all of them but The Lightning Thief, which I'm going to start reading right away, maybe today. And then, yeah. If you want to take part in the readathon, just search hashtag 5 books 7 days, and I'm sure you can find the original post. You don't have to do it. The original week for the readathon is this week, the week I'm filming and reading all these books, but you can do it anytime you want. I just felt like doing it this week because I have nothing else to do. We're also gonna, so the next part of the readathon is to talk about some books I got. If you watched my reboxing, which I posted right before this video and filmed 5 minutes ago, you know I got these 3 books. Yeah. I'm not going to talk about these because I kind of already talked about them in my unboxing, so I'm just going to say the names. And if you want to watch my unboxing, I'll put it in the description. So first I got Alex Rider, Scorpion Rising, the newest one, or the last one. Then I got The Son of Neptune, which everybody knows what this is, or at least you should. I mean, I guess if you don't read Percy Jackson, you don't know what it is. But, yeah. And then I got my most beautiful book, Wish. And the final part of this status update is to tell you what books I am going to be reading. Okay, well, I'm going to be reading The Lightning Thief. After I finish The Lightning Thief, I will be reading the entire rest of the Percy Jackson series and then the Heroes of Olympus series in order to refresh my memory for Blood of Olympus. yeah, so I'm gonna be reading like 9 books this month and more. And I'm really hoping I can finish the entire Percy Jackson series like really fast so I can read other books that I have, like The Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy or Crown of Midnight. Because I just really want those to read those. I'm actually going to talk about a couple other books I got because I just realized I got them in the past week. I got them, today's Wednesday when I'm filming this, I got them last Friday. So let me get them over here. 1, 2. I'm coming. I'm here. So the first book is Miss Peregrine's School for Peculiar Children. I've been wanting to get this book for so long now, but it's been like expensive everywhere I find it. And I knew Sam's Club and Costco had it for cheap, so like $6. So I was waiting until I went there, and I went to Sam's Club, so I got it. I cannot wait to read this. I've heard so many good things, and I'm just kind of in the mood for a type of horror-y, scary novel, which I've heard this is. So yeah. And then at Sam's Club, I was just sitting there, and it looked so beautiful, and I'm like, I've heard so many good things about this trilogy, so I got it. It's the entire collection of The Summer I Turned Pretty. It has The Summer I Turned Pretty. It's not Summer Without You. I'll always have summer. I am so excited to read this. It looks so beautiful in all of these 3 books. Oh my god. I've heard so many good things about this series. Like, everyone's like, it's amazing. And yeah, and then I read the summary on the back, and I'm like, oh my god, that sounds really cool. And I don't know why, but I'm in like a contemporary kick right now. So I'm really excited to read this after I read the entire Percy Jackson series, which is going to be crazy, but I will do it. Okay, so this has been the end of my status update. So next week I will film another status update. That's what I'm going to do. Each week I'm going to film a status update, and you'll know what week it is. I'm going to put week 1 on this one, and then week 2 on the next one, and week 3 on the one after that. So, yeah. If you like this video, please like it. I'd really like that. And then if you want to talk about any of the books I showed you, just comment down below, and I'll talk to you about the books. Like, or if you want any information about any of the books I got, just let me know. If you really like this video, I would really like it if you could subscribe to me. Yeah, because I love my subscribers, and I'll probably subscribe back if you subscribe to me, so. Yeah, so, thanks for watching. Bye.